Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Caleb, and on here we usually do fashion reviews, but we do all kinds of things fashion related. In today's video, we're gonna do a review slash how to style video on the Ankari Floruss Saturday Sneaker. For those of you who are new and don't know how my shoe reviews work, they're basically split into two parts. The first part is a review of the shoe itself. I give you guys my opinion, my thoughts on the shoe, whether it's worth it or not. And then the second part is a how to style portion where I give you 4 different outfits that you can wear with a certain shoe that I'm reviewing. For those of you who aren't too familiar with the Ankari Floruss brand, you may be familiar with a YouTube channel called One Dapper Street. It's also a blog. Anyways, the host slash owner of this YouTube channel is named Floruss. He is one of 2 owners and founders of this brand, and me personally, I'm actually a huge fan of his content, of his YouTube channel, his blog, but I am not sponsored in any way by Ankari Floruss. I'm just, as you know and follow this channel, a huge white sneaker enthusiast, so I wanted to see their take and version of the luxury white sneaker. So here I am reviewing it for you guys and give you guys my honest opinion on the shoe. So getting right into this review portion of the video, we're going to talk about the specifications and makeup of the Saturday sneaker first, and we're going to start out with the upper. The upper is made with real leather, and one thing I did notice about this leather that's different than other luxurious white sneakers that I've used personally is that the leather is very, very soft. Normally leather on these luxury sneakers is a lot stiffer and harder. You kind of have to wear the shoe a lot to kind of break it in, which nothing's wrong with that. It's just high quality leather. But one thing that's very different about this shoe that I actually really liked was how soft the leather was. You put on the shoe, it's comfortable right off the bat. It doesn't take as much time to break in, and that's something that I thought it was nice little, it was something unique about the shoe that I liked. Secondly, the design of the upper is very simple, very minimal branding. I really like that as well. And another really big difference when it comes to the shoe itself is the actual color of it. If you're looking for a sneaker that's a true white, pure white color, this is not it. The color, I would describe it as a cream kind of color. It's very unique in that way, where a lot of other white luxury sneakers come in a pure true white, but these offer something a little different. It's a cream color that I personally really like. It's unique, it's different, it isn't like everything else, and I think it's a nice little touch. But if you're looking for a pure white true sneaker like that, this is not the shoe for you. So when it comes to the lining of the shoe, it's also all leather, and then for the sole itself, it's made of a good quality rubber. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the specifications and the makeup of the shoe. So now I'm going to tell you guys what I like about the shoe, and then afterwards what I don't like. And the first thing that I think is really great about these Saturday sneakers is that they are a great value. For $165, you're going to be getting a sneaker that is made with real leather, high quality rubber sole, and is made in Italy. Normally shoes of this type range easily over 200 bucks. Some examples are Common Projects, Koyos, Greats. I don't know if Greats are made in Italy, but they're kind of similar, on the same boat as these. So for me, $165 for a shoe of this quality, I think is a steal, and I think I don't really know anywhere else you can get a shoe of this quality for that price. The second thing that I really like about the shoe is the design and the color of it. The design, like I said earlier, is very sleek, it's simple, it reminds me of the Common Projects. Very minimal branding, which I love. I don't like all the extra stitches and lines on the sides. I just like it to be as clean as possible, with as little stitching on top as possible, and this is what the shoe delivers. I also really like the color because it seems like every other luxury white sneaker out there is the same color white, so it's nice that they decided to go a different route and kind of give you a unique white instead of just the typical basic white, true white that every other shoe seems to have nowadays. So I really do like that as well. The last things that I really like about this Saturday sneaker are that, first of all, it's very comfortable. As I said earlier, the leather is very soft, it's really easy to break into the shoe, and it's just very comfortable to walk around in. I also like that the shoe is a bit wider in the mid and toe area. A lot of other luxury sneakers that I've tried are a lot narrower, so I like that these are a bit wider. Some of you may not really care about that, but me personally, something that I like. Also, another thing that some of you guys may really like, for me, I don't really care, but the shoe runs true to size, so you have to worry about going a size up, size down. So that's another thing that some of you may find a plus and a positive in the shoe. However, with all that said, this shoe is not perfect. The biggest complaint I have, or the only complaint that I have, is that I'm disappointed in the condition that the shoe came. I'm really hoping this is just the pair that I got, but it was kind of messy and sloppy in certain areas. And more specifically, to begin with, was first of all, on kind of the back side of the shoe, it seemed like the original leather color was kind of seeping through the cream color of the shoe, where I don't know if I don't know how that happens. I'm not a shoe manufacturer, but basically it seemed like this other color was bleeding through the cream color of the shoe towards the back part of it. Secondly, the back piece of the shoe that supports the, your heel, on one of the shoes it came perfectly fine, but on another one it kind of came creased and bented, like creased, not bented, but dented. It came creased and dented to where it looked like it had been used a lot of times. And I would understand if it was creased and dented if like I wear the shoe all the time and I was walking around with it, but to get it when I opened the box, fresh out the box, it's kind of unacceptable. And thirdly, and I think probably the biggest one for me, was some of the stitching was very messy. I mean, to the point where one of the stitches was not even in line with the rest of the stitches around the upper of the shoe. So basically, to try to kind of explain more clear, where the upper is being sewed into the sole, there's a line around there, and one of the stitches wasn't even aligned. It was just like way under on the actual sole itself. And so that for me, it was really sloppy and really kind of bumps the shoe down in terms of the quality of it. I never had these kind of issues with brands like Coil or Common Projects, or even my New Republic white sneakers that I have from them. So yeah, that's the only disappointment that I have. Like I said, I really hope that this is just my pair that I got, but that is the only kind of complaint that I have with the shoe. So to conclude this review portion of the video, and probably the reason that you guys are here, I'm going to give you now my final verdict on whether the shoe is worth it or not. And here it is. If my shoe was a one-off in terms of the sloppiness and kind of the condition it came in, then yes, this shoe is absolutely worth $165. I think for a luxury leather sneaker, $165 is a wonderful price, almost unbeatable price at the current market that we're in. And I think it's a great value shoe. It looks great, it's comfortable, and it's high quality, and it's a great price. Absolutely. Now, if the shoe is kind of sloppy in its production manufacturing like it was in my pair, and it's a consistent thing in all of them, then maybe not. I don't think so. Maybe I'm just more picky than a lot of you guys, but for me, $165 for that is not really acceptable in my opinion. But like I said, I really hope it's just my pair. I think this shoe is a great value, and I personally really like this shoe myself. So that is it for my final verdict on it.